boy JJ from Swinging on the Block. We got
Fago, can't lie.
Cool Money from N2DEEP.
this is the N2DEEP episode, man. So Cool Money, how'd you get around to doing your clothing brand?
I was inspired by my partners, Shot from K9 Clothing and my homeboy Pat. He got multiple clothing brands, so I really don't know which one to name, honestly, but yeah.
For sure. And how long have you been doing it? How long have you been making clothes?
Overall like a year or like a little bit past a year, something like that. But being consistent, probably like about 6 months, half of a year.
Consistently?
Yeah, consistently.
So I know starting it's a little iffy, but how deep into designing your clothing did you realize, yo, this shit's gonna be it?
Just like any other, like not just doing clothes, like you could be selling grapes, just doing anything, having a truck company. It's like if you try to overdo something, it don't make the situation better. So like in clothing, for me, I care more about like seeing people with my brand on rather than like knowing that I make money off the brand. So if I'm like wanting to drop something and I feel like if I'm trying to overdo it because I'm thinking about what everybody else brand or something look like, it's not gonna go far. Versus you like being easy about it, not stressing about it, putting God first in the situation, it'll be a better outcome. Because the reason why I say that, when I first dropped those stack sweats, just like with the normal logo or whatever, I wasn't I wasn't like trying to. I really didn't know what I was really dropping. I wasn't really trying to just how can I say it? I wasn't just like, oh yeah, I want this to be that, and it turned out to not be what it was. Like with that, I just said I want my logo on some sweats, but I want them to be stack sweats, and I didn't do no pre-order method. I didn't do none of that. I just ordered a book. I just ordered I think I ordered 115, but that was like my first time ever being like getting my brand out there, because before then I was just dropping like little t-shirts, like not even dropping. I just had like printed little t-shirts on the heat press machine and was just either giving them to people or selling them to people. It just didn't matter. But then whenever I had actually got those stack sweats from a manufacturer, I didn't overdo it. I was like, shoot, I'm gonna order this amount. I didn't really know too much about clothes, like what could happen if I ordered this, nobody wanted to buy it and none of that. So the stacks ended up coming in and I had seen the material and stuff. And I had put them on and they was just like, when I first got them at the package, you would have swear they're like, damn, these came from like a real clothing brand. Like them hoes was just like A1. So when I first got them, I didn't have a website. I didn't have none of that. I just ordered 115, 120 stack sweats for Odessa. I just ordered them I was like, shoot, I'm gonna try to promote them on Snapchat, all this type of stuff. So then I ended up getting them, and my girl and her sister and them, they liked them. So my girl and her friend had they wasn't even like preparing to do this shit. They just had the stack sweats on, and they had recorded a TikTok video. And whenever they recorded it and posted it, it had like went viral, and everybody was just asking like, "Where did you get the stack sweats from? Where can we order them? Whoopty woo." So then I was looking on IG, like TikTok, they got like, I want to say like 690,000 views or some shit like that. So, and it was like, I'm finna show you, it was like 38,000, like some shit like that. So everybody was commenting, asking about that shit, and then she was telling me like, I need to make a website and shit. So they was in the comments whenever people was asking about them, they was telling them like, go to this IG and shit. So people was adding me, but at this time whenever that first happened, I had like 3 followers. Like I said, I was just getting the sweats to promote for Odessa. I didn't think, oh, my clothing brand can reach people that's out of state, because there's people like Atlanta, New York, Florida, all this type of different shit. Just people that you know just be scrolling through TikTok.
Right.
Like that hell got
Damn.
30 this the views. That hell got 214.70 or whatever. But what size did y'all get? Bennies and Stack sweats. Those sweats I bought where you get, you know, I need those parents. So everybody was just asking. And then like that wasn't rehearsing nothing. That's what I'm saying. Like if you don't like try to overdo something when you can just be like the normalest, coolest at it that you can be, like just doing stuff, it can be more than what you expect. So yeah, people started asking about them hoes. I ended up getting the the website. Now at this time I had like probably like, I don't know, not a lot of followers on IG. I don't even got a lot of followers on IG as if I would if I was being consistent and stuff. And like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you about the rest later on. So yeah, I had got that website. Then I had told them like make another video, whatever. They made another video on TikTok. That whole like went up again. People was asking about it. So then they went on my page, and then people started ordering the sweats and stuff. So online, but the money, it's on Shopify, so it'll notify you as soon as you get the money and shit like that. So every time and whenever people order stuff, it'll take, like if you want to include like shipping fees or whatever, it'll add that to the money that you're getting. But I was only selling the sweats for $60 or some shit like that. I forgot I had sold you a pair. I forgot what pair. It was like $60, $70 or something like that.
But
So, but it was a lot of people that was ordering them hoes. So then I had sold out of 115, 120 stack sweats, but this wasn't with me just selling in Odessa. This was me selling online, well, really on social media, TikTok and Instagram. I wasn't really promoting it on IG, but I would post like site live or whatever. But I wasn't like adding like no detail or nothing. I just post a picture of the sweats and say site live. So everybody wasn't really seeing it, the people that I needed to see, but it was still getting a little recognition. But it got me to the point to where I sold 115, 120. Or I probably gave about like 4 pair away for free to my girl and them. So probably like 100 I know 100, more than 100 more than 100 stack sweats.
How long did it take you to get those out though?
Soon as like I said, I wasn't preparing for it. I didn't know the downside about closing and stuff like this. So as soon as I got them in, and they had posted the video like on TikTok 2 days later or whatever like that, as soon as I seen that people wanted to fuck with them, I made another post on IG. People started coming to the help. They had started getting them. It probably was sold out in like over a month, maybe a month and a half, but that's really pushing it. So about a month and a half type shit.
So going back to the beginning of, like when you had like just started, a lot of people really don't know how to find manufacturers and things like that. How'd you find a manufacturer?
Facts. And that's what I'm saying. You could get an IG account right now, make it say that you like you could say kid apparel, and you post a picture of somebody with some clothes on or whatever like that. IG, they got this shit so synced to where if you post something that's going, I don't know how they do it. They line it up.
The algorithm catches what you're doing.
Yeah, so I had posted that shit. Whenever I first did it, my IG was ugly as fuck. I had posted that shit that I was making with the heat press. I didn't know nothing about it. I didn't know that the material with the heat press sucked. Like I could sell you that and it'll go wash off. I didn't know that. I really didn't know that because I wasn't studying about clothing. So I had posted one of them shirts that I had made on the heat press, and then some a man, I forgot who it was. He had just commented, need a manufacturer or some shit like that. They had said, and I clicked on it and I texted him back. He ended up asking me for my number, so we had connected on WhatsApp. Whenever we connected, he had sent me a sample. No, that was a whole different manufacturer. Whenever I had posted the shirts, the heat press shirts, the manufacturer said like, you need a manufacturer, whatever. We had texted. He was video calling me and stuff like that. So I believed that it was a real person, and he told me that he was from Pakistan and shit like that. So I ended up ordering the order. What did I get at first? I think I had got like it was one of the designs that I had made for the regular shirts that I was already heat pressing. So it wasn't nothing major. It was just like, it was just something that I had ordered. I think I spent like, because samples cost more than a regular, like a bulk order. So I spent like $350 for 2 shirts or something like that. I had just did that. Yeah.
Mhm.
I had just did that because I wanted to see if this man was gonna really send me something. So the man really sent me something. Then we started just talking about type of styles of clothing and stuff, asking where I was from. Then I found out, shoot, I like steak sweat. So people be asking me where you get your pants from. I had ended up just ordering those. And I trusted them. Whenever I got them, they was legit. So I've been rocking with him since then. I really ain't switched up my manufacturer. I have tested other manufacturers, but I don't trust sending nobody the amount of money that I sent him. So I really just stuck to him type shit.
That's rare too, because they be scamming for
Yeah, because I done got
manufacturers.
scammed. That's what I'm saying. I done got scammed trying to test another manufacturer. So even though, like, talking to manufacturers, having a clothing brand, they don't, they not in the United States, so they don't understand and comprehend the way that we would. So, like, you could be talking to them and they can just say like it's just something that don't make sense. So you can feel like you're getting scammed by them. So you really just got to build a relationship with whatever manufacturer you find. They normal people, so you're gonna be mad at them. They're gonna be mad at you a day. So you just gotta stay down. But my manufacturer now, since I done first did that shit till now, we done grew like a good relationship. Like I could hit him up and tell him like send me X amount of whatever. I'm gonna pay you back whenever I get it and sell some. And for the simple fact he seen me sell all those stack sweats without no promotion really. Well, TikTok promotion and shit. I sold it out so he could trust me to send it. Like he could trust me to send it however much. But I really had to pay him. And most people that do clothing and shit, they be scamming manufacturers because they overseas. Like, what could you do to me if I run off on your supply? You know.
Nothing.
So
Trust.
I just built that relationship with him. Like, if I ran off on him, I would feel like I really feel fucked up because I like he didn't really help me get some money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like I done just relied on stack sweats for a long amount of time. Like when I was selling the stack sweats, it was like they never sold all out in one day, of course. But I was constantly getting money. I just relied on that. I wasn't doing nothing else. I was just getting money from stack sweats, and then I just like, oh yeah, definitely got to invest some of my money. And this wasn't even no major money, but definitely got to invest some major money into that shit because I feel like it's just promotion that's gonna get your shit out there really. TikTok promotion for sure is one of the number ones for sure.
So, do you design? Do you make the designs for the clothing yourself, or does your manufacturer do that? Or how do you
No,
go about that?
I make them hoes. Like I send him ideas just like I send a homeboy and see what he think. And manufacturers, they more look like I said, they normal people just like us, but they more loyal than people is that we know, like personally. Like I could send him a design and he'll respond like, wow, bro, amazing design with you or some shit. And then I could send it to my partner. He won't say like it's ugly or nothing. Of course I would want you to tell me it's ugly, but he'd be like, hell yeah, that whole hard type shit. We used to hearing hell yeah, that whole hard type shit versus wow, amazing. So it's like they like they be more proud of you and shit. They congratulate you more. Not saying that people that you know don't, but they more better. So yeah, I be sending him my designs and then he be like, yeah. But I know if he feeling it, or if he just be like, just, want to make some money type shit. But when they like be like, wow, amazing design, they want you to make something off of it. They want you to like blow up with that shit.
Has anybody ever told you that shit's not it?
Hell yeah, definitely have.
Have you put that clothing out?
No.
You haven't? What was
No, but I didn't have people say that that's not it, and then other people was like, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, people have their taste.
Yeah.
People have different tastes.
And that's why having a clothing brand, you can't just rely on what yourself think. You got to get ideas from everybody else too.
Like this shirt right here, bro. At first, whenever I got it, I was like, man, this ain't even me. I was just in the closet today, and I was like, I'm gonna put that shit on. So
yeah, that's my homegirl. She made that clothing brand. Her shit hard too. Like her shit didn't grow speaking of her, her name Amber. Speaking of her, she the one that got my clothing into Concrete Gallery. I really didn't know nothing about that I didn't know nothing about that clothing brand because I just don't be in Midland Mall like that. But she the one that gave me the alley hoop on, put my clothes in Concrete Gallery.
So for them shirts, the ones with the little dude with that yay on them, that saying on the back, everything, man. What made you want to come up with designs like that?
Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Exactly what it say. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. I done been like the old me, like I done been. I don't know how old you think I am, but I'm 21 though. But the old me, like sick, like probably like I don't know. I was being bad at a young age, so I've been like in and out of jail or whatever, and like they don't certain shit that people be going to jail for and stuff, and you see other people going to jail for like in different cities, states, whatever. Some of that shit don't be justice served. So injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Everywhere it's gonna be a threat to justice because it's injustice, you know? So that little guy was really, it's a picture mimicking from Malcolm X whenever they was going I forgot what type of time that was. I know they was doing like the march and shit. And I had seen that picture, so then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna put it on the mock-up and see what it looked like with a shirt. Then that came on there, and because it was going through like the Civil War type time, that's how I came up with the injustice shit. It just go with that. Because justice wasn't served from Martin Luther King them back then, you know?
Okay, and then about them thugger shorts, how'd you go about that design? Because I had copped a pair myself. I wanted to get the whole fit.
Yeah, facts.
But I wanted
we was
to
at the
at his second event. I had copped the
Mr. Event guy.
Yeah.
I need to ask you some questions on why you ain't throwing no events.
So,
Mr. YouTube.
I had got them shorts. I think I rocked them like 3 times the whole time. I haven't even worn them since the third time.
How did I?
That third time I rocked them to that Lil Tuesday show. I got them autographed, but I haven't put them shits on since then.
Yeah, that's lit. I didn't even know that you had got them hoes autographed till you told me. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you could have sent me a picture of that or something.
I got you. That. But yeah, them shorts are solid. I like the quality and the colors are fly. The design print on it. That shit's fine. I watched them like
Yeah, my shit's still on there too.
They still on there. The color's still on there. No peeling, nothing. And then that We're Not a Gang with is N2DEEP.
Yeah.
Where did that saying come from?
Where did that come from? I was chilling with Jalen, and I don't know. We was on his MacBook or something. We was doing something. I don't know how that saying came about. Like I said, it don't really be rehearsed. It don't be nothing that I'll just be planning to do. Like the only thing I actually planned to do was that recent drop that I just did, the King Slum thing. That was just planned.
That shit was fire.
But other than that We're Not a Game, we just N2DEEP. I think we was just going through some shit, going through some shit that you would find to put on clothes and ran across that. It wasn't those exact words, but we put it together to be those exact words. And I had asked him why I was with him, because of course he got a clothing brand. I had asked him, he was like, yeah, that whole be smooth, so put it on there. So we had did that, and I had asked a few people, and people were saying, yeah, I don't think nobody said no too much about that one. So yeah, I had just went with that through that.
That shit is fire. I really like that.
But like you were saying about washing them hoes and all that type of stuff, like before I had the manufacturer and I was just doing it with the heat press, as many times as you watched them, that shit would have been went away. Like you would have been laid down. This shit is not like, you know.
This shit ain't it.
Yeah.
For sure. See me, I just want to make a couple shirts, you know, and at first I wanted to get them from the local embroidery shops. They don't even got good material, like good quality shirts like that.
You can buy online. for like shirts, just blanks, you can buy them from like free. What is it's like? I don't know the name of it. I gotta look through my notes. It's some websites though where you can buy like good great ass material and put your own stuff on it. But the only thing about going like if you go to a place in the mall or something where they do embroidery, you gonna spend. But you like you said, you trying to make a couple shirts, so that don't really this don't really pertain to you. But if you somebody that want to have a clothing brand and shit, and you go spend whatever amount of money in the mall and stuff, you should have just used that with a manufacturer. You're gonna get way more, and you're gonna get better quality, and you'll be able to learn how to do this shit yourself. They'll call you on FaceTime, text you, keep you updated and shit. So yeah, you could. I gotta look at them websites, but I could tell you so you can get you some of them shirts.
How far do you plan on taking this journey or this path for the clothing? Or what else do you plan on doing with it?
And so N2DEEP, that made me like establish a brand name. So I plan on forever keeping N2DEEP, like, cause it's definitely money in clothing. Like I got some like mentors that I fuck with on clothing that have made like 500K in sales. So I'm damn sure gonna push forward with that because me selling to Odessa and shit, I was expecting to make like little amount of money, like 500 or 1,000 or whatever like that. But having a website and all that type of shit, I done made like $9,500 in sales, 10K, like around 10K. I didn't have it all at once because of course I was spending it in between time. But when I went back over it and calculated, I was like, and you only pay $1 for 3 months and you can make $10,000. Yeah, definitely. I know if I can grow, which I am going to do, grow my audience more and get a good, get a good amount of people behind my brand and stuff. So when I drop this, without a doubt, it's going to sell or whatever, because people don't really buy clothes because of the clothes. They buy because of the brand. So you just got to keep on pushing your brand, putting your brand out there. You get those people that want to fuck with your brand, just like people just want to fuck with Nike because it's Nike. You can drop anything and regardless, it's gonna sell. So hell yeah, I'm gonna for sure keep the brand and go further with getting it more out there. Like I know without a doubt, I don't know how many years, but my brand can be like Nike, Adidas, and them. I can't name shit. Maybe you can. I want you to be 100 and tell me. I can't name shit that's ugly with N2DEEP. Like it just. I know some brands where you just be like, yeah, you might tell the dude, oh yeah, that hoe really is hard, but really like, nah, that's really not it. I don't mind telling a person like, yeah, that hoe is cool, but you need to switch this up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But like with N2DEEP, I ain't really found where it was an error and needed to switch it up. But if it is an error, of course you want to hear that type of feedback because a lot of people don't know how to handle constructive feedback, but you need constructive feedback so you can grow. Because it might be something that people see that's like where I'm lacking it or whatever, having a mistake, where if they tell me that might tighten up my brand to go, further than what it is. But for the most part, I ain't seen no errors in N2DEEP yet. But it's other places where you can lift up your brand and shit. So if you see an error, you need to let me know for sure.
To everybody in the comments on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, let us know. We're gonna tag them on. You got TikTok, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna tag them on TikTok and Instagram, and y'all just go let them know or let us know what y'all think of his clothing, the designs, anything y'all are looking for in particular, something different. Just let him know or let us know. We'll relay.
I got a question. Cause I ain't gonna lie, before I started doing event sneakers, clothing brand was it. Like that's what I want to do. So I know a lot, not a lot, but I know enough.
Yeah.
And I heard like recently the STDs, those accounts and shit like that. How do you feel about those?
I don't know about them hoes personally because like you could be scammed. That's all I worry about. It don't be like a lot of money. It might be, like you might buy one for 120, but some of them niggas be selling that shit for 400 because, like I said, Instagram filter your shit to where whatever you doing, it'll have that shit pop up. So when I be scrolling sometimes on my clothing page, I be seeing them hoes pop up, but I just can't trust that shit because that's just like a free way to make some money. But I done had like, I'm finna show you right now. I just had somebody text me talk about, for one, I feel like for one, why is you texting me this if you like pass it out to him? He talking about $35. Like, just hit me up randomly. But I don't trust doing that because you could scam me.
Mm-hmm.
So no, sir. I don't think them hoes. Some of it might be legit though because people got to make money.
But I've been
that's
hearing
a
this a
way
lot
to
of
make
scams
money.
too.
Definitely.
It's like they stealing other brands.
Yeah,
They'd
be copied. Like they'll screenshot it, crop it, everything, and then make a page and post it. And then you could buy Instagram followers, of course. Buy all these followers, make you think that they like, legit, and then you send them the money and nobody respond back to you. Like, nah, I'm not going through that. I'd rather just make that shit myself because shit, you could just be chilling to come up with something like clothing. You can make anything with clothes. Like you can put anything on clothes like this, and it just sell like. And you don't got to do too much with clothing. That's what I'm saying. Like if you try to overdo something, I feel like I'm saying, I feel like it don't just go the way you would expect it to go. Like for instance, essentials, all they do is got a regular pair of sweats and a hoodie or a shirt, and it's got essentials on their hood. And because of the brand, Essentials Fair God, people want it. It's just a brand. They not buying it because of what's all the crazy shit on the brand, on the clothing and none of that. They buying it because they rock with the brand. So if you fuck with the brand, yeah, you'll go far with this shit.
How do you feel about bot followers?
Would never do it. Would never.
See,
fuck no.
Me, even if I see a janky ass page, I block them. Like, I can't even do it. And then me, I've encountered a few people that I know personally or that I used to know, and they'll have 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 followers. And I'm like, bro, where did all this come from? And then you go look at the first picture, click on a random picture on the page, and it's like 5 likes.
Yeah, 3 likes, but you got 144K followers. How in the fuck do that work? That don't work like that.
See, and
that's why I don't believe in buying them, because
I'm all for a solid following, solid fan base, solid everything. Because once everything's solidified, not once everything's solidified, but you can tell when when the follows match the likes. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And me personally, I don't like that. How you gonna build your brand off lies? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Just to look like you got the clout.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta build that fan base, so whenever you do post it, you're gonna get that interaction, engagement on your post, on your story. Like you can buy the followers and get no type of interaction, engagement on your post. So it's like, it's obvious. And some people be like, you can hide the likes. I feel like if you like edit your shit to hide the likes on Instagram or whatever, it's cool to do that shit like within the first 5 hours of posting it, because people might not see your shit instantly. But if your post been up there, like if I post something on my clothing page and that shit say it's been up there since November of 2023 and we in January, I'm gonna click on the like shit and scroll and see if it got X amount of likes, if this person got so many followers. And if that shit don't scroll how you scrolling for days, that ain't legit. They bought them followers.
So when you got like a piece right and you post it on your Instagram, do you use that for like, okay, I'm not gonna do this, I'm gonna do this?
Yeah, like if I get a design or whatever and ask people like, "Hey, you fuck with this hoe?" And people say yes or people say no, I'ma still post that hoe and see how other people think that's not around me. And if they don't like say like, yeah, we need like, yeah, drop that shit or whatever type shit, then I just throw that shit to the side. Like I got tons of designs that I ain't never ever used because I didn't use them hoes because people didn't interact with them hoes for real. But it's some shit that you can just have for yourself. Everybody ain't gotta have like just because everybody didn't fuck with it don't mean don't drop it for yourself. People will really people mainly buy shit whenever they see somebody with it on. So just because they were saying in the beginning whenever you posted it like, hey, no, you don't need to drop that shit. But then whenever you buy it, they see that shit, they're like, damn, where you get that from? Then you be like, oh, okay, I need to buy like 50, 100 pairs of this and see how this shit do. And then when it's something like that, I try to sell it for the not. I don't even look towards but profiting and dropping this shit because I'm not. I wasn't looking forward to dropping this to make money. I was looking forward to dropping this because everybody want to fuck with it now. So if I can get this shit for $17 a shirt, I'm gonna only sell it for 25. It's not a big difference. And if you don't want to buy a shirt for $25 and that hoe really something that you fuck with, then so be it. But it be people that you fuck with that really want to buy your shit bad as fuck, but they probably just won't let them buy it because it's like, oh, I know this person, you know? So like I done seen like the people that I know that got clothing brands and stuff, I done watched a lot of their videos and shit, and like they be saying that shit like it's you more likely to get a sale from a stranger than somebody you've been knowing for 15 years. The person that you've been knowing for 15 years is gonna try to negotiate, do everything to get around it. And the person that you don't know be like, oh, okay, bet.
I'll pay double that shit.
Yeah, you know, like
sure.
I didn't tell people I'm selling my them stack sweats for $60 or 60. It was like 60, it was no more than $70 whenever I was selling them. I was telling people that here in Odessa and shit, and motherfuckers just they feel like you trying to get over on them and all types of shit. But a person that I didn't know online, they was buying that shit with no complaints, not texting your email like, hey bro, can you lower the price? Because they would just buy like you more likely to get a sale from somebody that you know versus somebody you've been knowing forever. I don't know why it worked like that, but that's so real in all aspects. That's like for real, for real.
What's your strategy on getting your merch out there this year in 2024? Do you ever buy TikTok promotions, or have you ever thought about buying TikTok promotions as well as Instagram or any other promotions?
Not TikTok as much as IG. Damn.
Good.
I fuck with the lemonade is good to the motherfucker. I fuck with IG more than I fuck with TikTok. So on TikTok, I would pay for more. What is like? I forgot what they call it on there. Let me see.
Engagement.
Not engagement, but like it's one of them. It might be that. I pay for that shit because they get you more like views, more recognition, and I feel like posting hashtags help your brand. So if you post your hashtags and you paying for
promotion,
Instagram promotion, it's gonna reach a larger audience. So
do you do a promotion on Instagram like one day? Or you do it out the week, out the month? How you do it?
I ain't never did it for a month. I done did it for like 30 days for like $2 a day and just let it run for that many days. And sometimes that shit do get you like more and more people, but sometimes it don't. I think you gotta know how to like
leverage it.
Yeah, like you gotta know you can't just go on there, but it's people like, bro, Instagram, people sell like a lot of shit on there. People make like billions on that hoe. So I'm not saying that you can't put 30 days and run that hoe and not get recognition. I'm saying like you gotta know like what do people want to read whenever they seeing your shit. Like you gotta know how to edit your shit to draw people's attention, not just paying for the promotion to do it. Like I didn't pay for like a 2-day promotion and got like 500 likes or whatever type shit. To me, that's good. I don't know.
Yeah, that's good.
Shit, I'm good with
500. Yeah.
I'm good with 100 likes, really. But like whenever one of my posts get about like 700 likes and the other one get 100, you know that's not it. Because this one got 7, this one got 100. You know, and it might not even be nothing wrong with what you posted. It's just how you worded that shit in the description and shit. You gotta like, you know, word that shit for catching people's attention. Facts, like I'm telling you, I want to do one of these damn podcast things, so I know I'm gonna down so I give y'all some gems that I would do. Cause I ain't gonna do it though. I ain't gonna do it because y'all already got this shit established, but I feel like this shit gonna go far. And if you just post this shit on IG, TikTok and shit, I feel like this all gonna blow. You'll be able to stay in Miami doing fucking podcasts and all type of shit. Just by
that shit'll be fire, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Just having the gimmick. Just having a good gimmick.
But I ain't gonna lie, I got a question because I see when you drop clothes, it's like you got different flavors as well. Because most people usually stick to like one color of this, one color of that. But you got like red, blue, yellow, white, all different kinds of colors.
Green and black.
And in the shorts too, the shorts different colors too. You got like flavors for it. So for any smaller brands, would you consider more options of flavor or solo piece?
I feel like you can't go wrong with black, white, and red. I feel like anything that you drop with red is gonna be more flashy, catch more people attention. So anything I drop, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna have red. But really, you gotta go with like what seasons it is and stuff like. But people do dress like different and shit like that. So you do gotta be versatile. But for the most part, I feel like you could drop red, white, and red, black, and white, and you'll do good. You ain't gotta have like no flashy shit. The only reason why I be having different colors is because I feel like I be dropping the same colors too many times, and people be needing to switch up, you know, what they want to wear. Like,
so you ever thought about dropping like spring colors, fall colors, summer colors,
most def,
winter colors?
Most def. Like for the fall, I was supposed to drop like some, you know, some brown shit.
Some olive green will be fly.
You know, some
dark
gray
olive
shit.
green.
Yeah, like, but you don't even got to do it like with the seasons too. But it's good to do it with the season, like I said. But you don't necessarily got to do it with according to the season because, like I said, people gonna buy it because of your brand. But posting that shit on IG, if you scrolling and you see something that's matching, if we in the fall season and you see something matching fall, you gonna stop to say that hoe because it's like it go with this.
I feel like you should try that shit. Like do a limited drop for a season and see how that shit goes.
Yeah, facts. Just one drop, focus on the particular season, and see how the hell go.
Do like a 50 to 100. Oh yeah, like I said, the limited amount of drop, the limited drop.
50 to 100.
Like 50 to 100 pieces of that season's colors. You know.
Let's see what it do.
Yeah, and if it's badass, if it goes good and you sell out quick.
What you think is like selling out quick though? Cause
at least
before the season ends.
At least halfway through the season, at least.
The day of the season.
Yeah, it's brands that drop and sell out in that same day. Like that's what I'm saying. You gotta gain that audience that where if you drop, it don't matter if you got that amount of money in your bank account, you're gonna buy it because you gotta have that. Like if that's what's good about like whenever you get something, if you can get that shit and sell it out, like in a day, 3 days, 5 days, week, or whatever. When people go back to look at your website and they see that it say sold out, it's gonna make them want your brand more because they're gonna know, like, you know,
Well, everybody got it.
yeah, why not? Why don't I got this in my wardrobe? So
I got a question, cause I believe in like planning things before you do things. So before you drop, what is your plan or game plan of dropping?
I feel like now, because I done made a lot of mistakes. I done like had a lot of mistakes in closing. So now I feel like before I even drop something, I need to promote it. Like promotion is everything. Like I feel like I need to promote it for like I be stressing myself out saying 6 months, but probably like 2 or 3 months in advance, just promoting it before I actually get the piece and drop it. Or whenever I could promote it for 2 months, a month or whatever, then get the piece and run a pre-order, seeing how that do. But now I try to tell myself that I need to focus on like getting it out there before getting it to me, because
So you're trying to get it gone before you receive it.
yeah, like I done heard a lot of people say that pre-order method is definitely where it's at, but my only downside to that is I be thinking like, who would want to pay for something without knowing it's on the way? Like you pre-ordering it, you know what I'm saying?
Video games,
Yeah, but it's
design.
because of the game. They want their game so much that they'll do it. So
Yeah.
if you can get people to want your brand that bad, they will do it. But I'm gonna definitely try that. Like after this, what I was telling y'all about those sweats and stuff. After that's over with, and I focus on dropping something else, I'm gonna try to do like a pre-order method and see how they go. Because a lot of people that I know, like I said, that do clothing, they be selling out during that pre-order method. Most pre-order methods be more successful than official drops.
So which one would you rather do? Would you rather just get the clothes in and promote them, drop them, or would you rather like take the pre-method way? Because the pre-method way, it sounds like you really got to be up. You know, you really got to be up there to even.
Not, but look, like that's what you would think that. But say that going the pre-order way, you got this piece in mind, and you order like in my case, like I was telling you about they TikTok, I would get them and order like 5 pairs, like 1 pair for me, 2 pair for them, and somebody that they know gonna want to get it, so I sell it to them or whatever. And then somebody else that they know gonna want to get it, but you ain't gonna have that. It ain't gonna be that amount to even get it. Then people gonna start seeing that shit and want to order more. That's going like a pre-order way versus me getting it and I get this amount of clothes and like I said, let them wear it or whatever. After that, if people don't fuck with it, you just ordered all these clothes and can't sell them.
Yeah.
But if you get people feedback while it's just a few pairs out there, you know for sure, oh, if I get these, people gonna want to fuck with them.
Mm-hmm.
But I done went that route without, doing that pre-order like with them stack sweats. I just ordered them hoes and by the grace of God, people fucked with them. But I had ordered like
A
100
lot.
and like I was not expecting it to be that. I wasn't shooting for it to selling out. I wasn't shooting for it to trying to build. I wasn't even in the process of trying to build my brand. I was just trying to sell some clothes. But then whenever I got that, like when I sold out of those, I was like, oh yeah, so I gotta really tune in to clothing. I be trying to focus on clothing a lot, but sometimes it's just like any other business. It's up and down. But I know I be like stopping myself from making it up. Like I don't be promoting it as I should and all that stuff. Like you gotta be like it's just like a real job. You gotta be consistent with this shit. So if you playing with it, it's gonna play with you.
Mm-hmm.
So you gonna start pushing that shit more this year?
Try to. Try to. I'm like, but I do want to have different streams of income. All like even though clothing can be like a mainstream, it can. But I want to do different stuff because like it's just so much stuff to do in the world. Why not? And anything I add on to N2DEEP, it goes with it. Like I can get a trucking company, N2DEEP Trucking, it goes with it. N2DEEP Apparel, N2DEEP Grocery Store, anything goes with this shit. So,
Don't you got a kennel?
yeah, N2DEEP Frenchies, that shit goes with that shit.
Bro. Okay, yeah, I was like, bro, don't you sell dogs too, bro?
Like that shit go with anything. So, hell yeah.
What made you get into selling Frenchies, bro?
I always wanted a Frenchie, and shit, we had got her, and I was like, like Frenchies. People think they ugly. I think they cute as hell.
Nah, they
so
hard.
whenever we've been,
they like 3,000, but hey, they hard.
You say what?
They like 3,000, but
hell, shit. If you get one for 3,000, that hoe probably a pet. It ain't for breeding, for real. Like for breeding, depending on what type of like, it's all about the fucking quality, of course. So whatever type of dogs that you got, or whatever type of anything that you got, if your quality good, it's gonna sell for X amount of dollars. Like it is some Frenchies that you can get for some people. If somebody's selling you a Frenchie for $3,000, and it's like something that's a Frenchie that means something, they probably like needed the money real bad. But most of the time, pet home is like 3,000. Like me selling one of my dogs without no papers and stuff for a pet, it's gonna be 5,000. So 3,000 is great as fuck.
For a dog?
Yeah, that's what's crazy. I used to say the same shit. Like I would never.
I kidnapped my dog. I ain't gonna lie. From the south side.
Seen him walking and just got him.
Yeah, he was a puppy, but I ain't gonna lie to you. Kidnapped him straight from his mama.
I never thought that you could make money like off dogs and stuff, but
how many litters has your dog had?
Just one.
This her first one?
Yeah. She should be going into heat like soon again. But like going through it whenever it first happened, like that was just like, cause you grew up, like at first when I had got the Frenchie, I was looking at it like, okay, I'm gonna get a Frenchie because I want to start breeding dogs or whatever. But you gotta wait for the dog to develop anyways to even start thinking about breeding and stuff. So after going through that phase, I ended up growing to her. Like I growed on to her. So whenever she did actually go through the phase of getting ready to have the puppies or whatever, like saying it, knowing your dog gotta go through like C-sections and shit, that shit just make you like sad and shit. So it make you not want to breed the dog again, especially if you love it. But whenever she go into heat again, I'm probably gonna breed her again because I feel like she'll have more puppies. But if she don't have more, I'm gonna be like, I don't feel like it was just useless just doing it.
How much you have?
This first litter, she had 3.
3?
Yeah, but
you
3 was too, huh?
You sold them?
I got one. I got the boy left. 3 was too many to even have, not knowing like what you doing for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just man, my good. We didn't like know too much. I had people that been like breeding and shit. They gave me like ideas and shit. I be watching video like YouTube. YouTube a bad motherfucker. So I was watching videos and stuff, seeing like how to do it and shit. And yeah, that's how I learned about that shit. But if I would have had I wanted her to have like 6 plus. She would have had them. I would have like been, man.
I think that's too much for a French. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, my homeboy just had like 12.
Damn.
Like
pushing them boys out.
Like what, 12?
15, 15.
That's too many. Like she would have had that many whenever let's see how much 12. Normal Frenchie 5,000.
She got some English bulldog. I think she pushed out like 6.
That's like 52.
One of them boys over.
If you selling it for 5, that's like the minimum price that you really gonna pay for it.
About 52. Yeah.
It's 60.
I'd rather 60. Have one of them big ass bulldogs.
But that's not really what they going for. Like my dog, she had new shade. Fuck, I don't know why I just went blank. She had new shade Isabella's, Carrie and Fluffy. Fluffy is like the highest demand. Like people will pay 13,000 for a full Fluffy, like a visual Fluffy. But like for the kind that I got, they just Merles, like Carrie and Fluffy. This lady that's been doing dogs for a minute, she told me like the minimum price that she would start off selling it is at 9,000. So just imagine if you got all them type of dogs, they can sell them. I wouldn't even sell them at that. I'd sell them at $8,000, $1,000 short.
Yeah.
Because you always got to try to beat somebody else's price.
Every time. Yeah.
So,
how much you pay for your dog?
Wait, yeah, 5,000. I had got her like we haven't her for like a year. Let me tell
Yeah, so you really coming up.
I'm doing this thing. I'm gonna call you back. You said, wait, what you say?
You really just made a come up off that one dog.
Yeah, but I had to see. She like the boy that I got left. He don't carry fluffy. He just a new shape. He's so fucking hard. I'm gonna just keep him. I had to keep like she didn't instantly have puppies. It took her like a year before she even, came to the point. And that's like we had got her like she wasn't even a baby no more. So that's not even having them as a baby. You got it. So if you buy Frenchie for $7,000, don't think that you just gonna make that money like right then and there. And then the expenses of having a Frenchie is not even what's up.
Food.
Like
I don't remember how much my aunt sold them babies for. I know that big one she taxed.
My homeboy Shaw was talking about he sold them. I think he said bullies though, not English bullies.
That boy was like, well, his whole head could fit in my palm. That boy's head was huge. Straight out, bro. Straight out. He was big as hell. You would have thought he was a damn chihuahua. That boy was big as hell.
Little bitty ass dog. They got like micro Frenchies that's like small as fuck. Like that small won't grow no more. And they be breeding them like how the fuck that little bitty ass dog can push up, Like them would be like super small, like micro Frenchies. How the fuck?
I feel like dogs getting bred over and over like that.
You really only can breed them 2 to 3 times.
Like I feel like I heard it creates like health problems for the animals.
Yeah, you continuously do that. Facts. But you can only for real breed them like 2 to 3 times, Just being well, that's just going through like the C-section way. But if you just have a stray dog, like growing up, we had stray dogs. They had probably 40 litters. I don't know. They was just normally having them. They was just stray dogs. Like what?
I got my dog neutered.
Yeah, I ain't never did that before.
So for 2024, what you got for your clothing brand? What can we expect from your clothing brand and shit like that?
Honestly, like I couldn't even tell you because I ain't been prepared for it. I ain't been thinking like what should I drop for. What I can say is that the regular like original N2DEEP stack sweats, I'm definitely gonna do a restock on those. But as far as like any new pieces, I don't got nothing in mind because I haven't sat down and had like the time. Well, just thought about it. Just sat down and just thought like, what should I do? Because it's been like so much going on. Like even having them dogs, that's just like what I'm talking about. So much going on with it, you can't even have the time to think for real. So but I know for sure I gotta be consistent 2024 because that's like one of my goals is to like expand my clothing brand. But main reason why is because I got those sweats on the way, so I want to wait till I get those in and get those posted and shit, so I can think of something else to do. But I want to drop sets like top end bottoms. But whenever you drop top end, like when you drop just the bottoms, people be like, "Damn, you should have dropped top end bottom." But then whenever you drop top end bottom, they be like, "You should have just dropped the hoodie or you should have just dropped the sweats." So I feel like a outfit is more complete when it's top and bottom.
Yeah.
So I really want to drop that sets and some individual stuff, but I'm for sure just gonna probably start focusing on like the new season that's coming. Like it's gonna stop being cold eventually soon.
Summertime, springtime, summer.
So you gotta have pieces already ready for like spring, summer and shit,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm probably just gonna start after I sell these or whatever that I got coming, I'm probably just gonna focus on
spring.
Yeah, getting that together.
So you have anybody you want to shout out before we end this interview?
Y'all swinging on the block, stay down. I'm telling y'all gonna be somewhere in Florida or something doing fucking podcasts and shit. I like all you gotta do is just post like on those platforms that we were talking about and just scale your business, it's like those ads and shit. That shit really, really, really work because if it was for them posting my stuff on their TikTok, I probably would still be thinking local, like, oh, just for Odessa. Like I know N2DEEP is bigger than Odessa, so
Global.
if it was for my partner Pat and Shaw, I would never knew to even think of a clothing brand. Them the like only two people that really just made me think like get a clothing brand. Like they told me more than one time. So then when I really did it, it started coming to light a little bit. So yes, sir.
Well, man, it was good having you on the podcast. We
For sure,
appreciate you for
likewise.
coming. I know it was a little iffy. You know, I'm already knowing, bro. But yeah, we appreciate you for coming on, man, and chopping it up.
For sure.
We definitely
y'all got to start producing more.
Yeah. I can't wait. I want to see what you got to drop, bro. I'm gonna have to call.
I showed you that. So y'all both was just talking about, oh yeah, I need that, whatever. So whenever I drop, that's why it's crazy that y'all ain't. Well, I ain't posted them on my Instagram page. That's why y'all ain't seen it. But whenever they drop, I wanted to have it right now so people could see it before they come, because you know that's like promoting it. But
I got hella pieces of yours. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you do. You done bought a lot of
shorts, sweat.
Yeah, you have bought them hoes.
Hoodie, jacket.
I ain't gonna lie. Whenever I saw that shit, I barely heard it.